Overrated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They might be asking for trouble calling the first track in the book Overrated. For what it's worth, I think it's a pretty good track. I think it should be highly rated, but there we go. Right at the beginning, important things. You've got a mixture of muted and unmuted chords. Guess what the examiner's going to be looking out for, because it would be very easy to muddle them up or do them all muted or all unmuted. Then in the first time bar, look out for your rests. Again, very easy to forget those. In the second time bar, that's the second bar on the second line, in case you're wondering, you find these really rich complicated chords, and these will basically determine how much gain or distortion you can have in your sound. But basically, however much gain that you've got in there, you can help avoid these chords turning to horrendous mush by basically remembering to pick them fairly lightly. Because if I do this, sounds quite okay. If I do this, obviously it's way too much. In the next section, section B, we have octaves. You'll start to find with the new Rockschool stuff that they've got a bit of a newfound enthusiasm for octaves. So let's talk a little bit about the technique. Basically what will happen is you'll play your octaves with your first finger on the lower note and your third finger on the upper note. And the back of your first finger, essentially there, will mute the string in between. So where we start off at letter B, we've got the first finger on the 9, the third finger on the 11. The back of your first finger is muting the fourth string in between. Obviously there's going to be a little click in there, but that's almost kind of part of the sound. The only trick really is to work out, as far as your right hand is concerned, whether you're going to do them all with downstrokes, which is obviously quite consistent in sound, or whether you're going to do them with a strummy up and down motion. Now, depending on the tempo of the track, you probably find that it's better to do it with down strokes when you're playing a slow track, and you'll have to do up and down alternating strummy strokes when you're playing faster. When you get to the melodic section, which is section C, you're probably going to want to try and sort of play this out a little bit to give the sound a bit more kind of thickness. So again, coming back to that question of how much distortion you've got in your sound, and you do want some, probably overdrive rather than distortion, but splitting hairs. And so playing your single notes here, if you really dig in a bit, then you'll find that you fatten the sound up a little bit. Apart from that, to stress for the guitar solo, third line on the second page, basically don't do anything really bluesy in style. I would probably avoid doing any bends. Certainly it's not a minor pentatonic thing. Their suggestion of A major or A major pentatonic is definitely the way to go. So with this one, look out, as always, for the details of muted and unmuted. Look out for where you've got chords which are actually meant to stop and give you rests. Again, these are all just things that the examiners will just have in a mental checklist they'll be looking out for. Your job is to supply them. That's about it, really.